Now, as India rapidly becomes perhaps the most polluted country, we have slowed down drastically in adopting cleaner cars. In 2010, we were 5 years behind Europe, and now we're 10 years behind them. The reason, as Kinshu Dang investigates, is an almost criminal cycle of blame between the government, the auto industry and oil companies.
This is the invisible killer, diesel in Delhi. And this is why. Because India has slowed down in adopting cleaner technology for cars. The Euro 4 emission standard for cars that West adopted in 2005, India adopted in 2010. Europe went for the stringent Euro 6 in 2014. India plans to reach there 10 years later.
It is only when you get Euro 6 that you get controls on both particulates as well as NOx emissions. So what India needs is to make sure that we do the investment at one time instead of doing this incremental game.
And this is how India can benefit if it leapfrogs. Currently, the cleanest diesel cars in India pump out 250 milligrams of the deadly nitrogen oxide per kilometer. If we leapfrog to Euro 6, this will come down by a phenomenal 68% for diesel cars and 25% for petrol cars. Under Euro 6, the particulate matter emissions on the other hand will come crashing down by 80%.
When we said bring in Euro 3, Euro 2, Euro 3, leapfrog, oh, it can't be done was the refrain. From the oil companies, the automobile said, we just can't do it. And I remember Justice Kirpal at one stage was on the bench. He said, fantastic, if you can't do it, people will be back on bicycles, it will be good for their health and it will be good for the air. If the health of people needs Euro 6, so be it. Do it or else contempt, then you will suddenly see it's possible.
Data shows that leapfrogging from Euro 4 to Euro 6 emission norms can cut the poisonous emissions from our cars up to 3 times. And guess what? Car manufacturers in India are manufacturing Euro 6 compliant engines. But that is only for European markets.
And this is where the blame game starts.
We are also making some arrangements by discussing the automobile industry to go for Euro 6.
Absolutely.
But it will take some time. They have some problems.
But the auto industry simply shifts the blame onto oil companies.
We are not devoid of technologies. That car that has been designed and manufactured for export will only run in those markets. But if you want to run that car in India, that car might most probably fail. The oil companies now have to gear up to supplying 10 ppm fuel.
Majority of our refineries, mostly owned by the Government of India companies, they are rather old. You need $14 billion investment to upgrade these refineries.
Actually, forget Bharat Stage 6. All of India except 13 cities is on Bharat Stage 3 or worse. And it shows in this satellite picture of India's capital enveloped in pollution haze. Bharat Stage 4, what Delhi runs on, will only be implemented countrywide as late as 2017.